So from starting, it was quite a lot of sight reading at the start, so I found that quite of a challenge, to be quite honest. But more and more, I feel more confident as it goes on, so you feel more like you understand where to come in and where not to come in. I think as an orchestra we've become more united, like getting to know other people and things like that.
Playing in a string orchestra, you can actually hear yourself and you can hear the other violins and the violas and cellos and the basses, and so it's being able to look at little things, bow position, the way you play on the string, different ways of making sound with violin. To be honest, I didn't even know existed before I came to do work with Adrian.
We really synced together really well, so we all kind of bounced off each other's energy and it felt really positive. I'm so thrilled with it, I'm so pleased with what I've personally achieved. A year ago I never thought I'd have done it, and it's something I remember, I think, for the rest of my life.
This is an education project for young people of the Sutton and Hounslow music services working in conjunction with Philharmonia players. The way we work is the Hounslow music services work with their students, and we, the Philharmonia players, meet them twice over the space of 2 months to add our own input. And the idea is that by combining our input and that of the music services, we will create a very interesting learning experience and a good concert for the young people.
Possible. We're not going to do that. I'm always saying we should do what the composers wrote, but maybe in concert. You know? And in any case, presto possibile means as fast as possible, not as fast as you can't play it. Okay? So we have 2 bars in. 1, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's right. And 12, 13, 14, 15 is there's the semi-quaver, the F natural. That's another up bow. Do you remember the tempo of that? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2.
Those quick notes and suddenly goes very well.
But the thing is pretty hard because it's actually, well, I mean the timing is kind of tricky, but it's also what makes this a really good fun passage. Because it's like, you know, you've got
it's hard.
Yeah. And then also when something is hard, we tend to kind of start rushing, which makes it even harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those reflexes. So you just do it again and try and do it steady. 1, 2.
This morning was great because last time was the first contact with these students. Some bits were really challenging. Fortunately, they seem to have done a lot of work with their own music services, so we were able to tackle the hardest stuff straight on. So that was very satisfying. The single most positive thing that I can see happening is the change in the way of playing and the way of listening and the way of relating to each other of the students. Now, each one of them is actually developing their own awareness and their own orchestral technique skills to, I have to say, a very high standard. And that's something that's not specifically worked on or specifically taught, and that's exactly what we've set out to do as our main objective. I think it'll be an amazing experience for them to play in the Royal Festival Hall. Royal Festival Hall is one of London's best halls. It's the home of the Philharmonia Orchestra. It's where we play every week, and they will be on stage, on that stage, with us performing. So I think that will be an experience they will remember and will help their development greatly as artists.
Playing with the Philharmonia players is really sort of, I mean, they're absolutely amazing, and playing with them has taught me so much, but also sort of made me realise how much, you know, there is that I can do to improve. And so going out to do this concert with them, we've worked so hard on everything, and it is nerve-wracking, especially with such a massive venue. I've never played anywhere with such a massive audience capacity before, and to be able to play in front of massive crowds of people, as the Philharmonia players would do on an everyday basis, it's just an amazing experience. I'm really nervous.
We're just finished our rehearsal, and in half an hour or so we're going to perform it to an audience with the Philharmonia players.
I'm feeling quite excited, a little bit nervous because some of the parts are quite hard.
I hope that I'll end up here one day because I want to be in music as my career, and I hope that maybe one day I'll be in a place as great as this.
I quite like the fact that it's just strings because there's less people to think about, and I thought it would be quite boring the start of this project, but it's actually been really good because there's more focus on each individual section, and it's been very enjoyable.
I think because we're with such great players and we're also with people we haven't played with before, it's really kind of comfortable. We've gotten to know each other over the space of these few weeks. Me and Gracie play together quite a lot and we really enjoy it. It's a bit nervous looking out at all of the empty seats, thinking that they'll probably be full. And I'm very excited, but there's always nerves because, you know, it's always nervous playing in front of your family especially and people that you know.
Well, we're backstage at the Royal Festival Hall and very excited to have these new young people running around backstage joining us for the concert today. We've put in a lot of work and I definitely think it's paid off. The change in the way of playing, the way of thinking about making music that these young people have made is truly extraordinary, and they were playing a strong sense of ensemble, a really homogeneous way, which is the way we work at the Philharmonia. So to see them do that and partake in that on our own stage at the Festival Hall is really satisfying. It's definitely going to be all right on the night.
It was fabulous, it was really fun. We didn't get lost at all, which was good.
I think as an ensemble effort it went really well. I mean, obviously it was quite nerve-wracking. I think the best bit was possibly the frolicsome finale at the end of the Britain because it was really fun. It's really fast and it's quite hard, but I think the audience enjoyed it.
Yes, I had my full family and some of our friends, and it was really great at the end when you turn around and they're smiling at you and you feel really proud of yourself.
I enjoyed it so much. I felt kind of emotional towards the end because, like, I come to the Royal Festival Hall a lot and I'm like, I'm here. And when we walked to stage, I took one final look and I was like, this is good.
Hopefully this project will inspire them to continue. You know, if they dread hours of practice, then maybe they think, well, you know, if you practice enough, then you can do stuff like this. Certainly that was my experience occasionally, and I would like to think that we're giving them something like that. The benefits for the young people are there for all to see and hear.